Hey, it's Jacob. Welcome to this new video, and today I want to talk about systems. So let's emphasize that. That's going to be the main theme of this video, and I'm also going to talk about I'm going to illustrate this video with my own video production system so that you understand the point that I'm trying to make. And the point is very simple. The systems are the only way to create leverage, and this is really the only thing that is going to matter down the line, because it's going to be what is not going to that you're never going to lose and that you're going to be able to build upon. And let's take the example of me creating videos, right? So it's the entire video production system that I have, and let's take here a first process, which is going to be, for example, the video preparation process that I have, right? So video preparation here. This is the number one thing that I do when I create a video. Then there is actually this is not even like, let's go backward. It's not even the first thing. The first thing is the ideation process, right? So this is just a way to create create ideas. How do you do that? There is then the preparation process. So this is another process, because basically it's about like how do you script the video, what are the things that you're going to talk about. It's not just like you get an idea and then you do the recording. This is just like you need to kind of like prepare for it. So this is the second process. And also, I'm massively simplifying here. It's a lot more complicated than that because there have been a lot of iteration on that system. I'm going to go back to talking about that in a second. But first, if you want to be part of my contacts and want to receive like exclusive content from me, you can click on the link in the description and you'll be part of my contacts. So the next process here is, after the preparation, you need to record. So the recording process. And then you also need to upload the video so that you guys, just share, the sharing process, let's call it. So share. It's this process. Obviously, there is a lot more to it, because like there is the like creating the thumbnails and creating the SEO and all that stuff. But like, let's just talk about that thing here. Like, these 4 steps, let's say there is just 4 steps. Well, this is what the system consists of. And a system is something that is producing things, right? So it's going to produce videos. And if you notice, this has nothing to do with me. So the point of a system is to be able to extract anything that is not that is not you, basically, anything that you can iterate on, right? Because if I rely just on my talent to create videos and I just wing it, then the problem is there is no way of actually creating leverage for me, because unless I get better every single time, and I have no way of getting better every single time, then I cannot leverage what I'm doing. Because what if I'm tired? What if I have a headache? What if I'm sick? What if I have like whatever, anything can happen. And so how do you systematically make things better? And that is by creating a system that will create a way to create leverage, right? Why does that create leverage? Well, just because let's just say the preparation process here, we're going to take this one. We can have multiple versions of it, like version 0, version 1, version 2, and then we keep making it better and better. And now, how do we know if it's better or if it's not? Well, all we have to do is we try it. Let's say version 2 is not as good because we created the systems at the end of it creates videos that are not as good. Whatever the metric that you measure, like how good a video is, it doesn't matter, right? Like all you need to know is you need to be able, obviously, to know if like the outcome is better or worse. If it's worse, all you have to do is you delete that and you go back to the previous one, and that means there is no way of things getting worse. So that means the entire process here is gonna keep getting better. there is going to be an iteration of that entire system. So system version 1, version 2, version 3, and that is a way that is that systematic thinking. That's what this is about. That is the reason why that is so effective. Now, maybe let's say this is just an example, of course. Like you probably don't make videos necessarily, but like maybe you are. Let's say you have like employees, right? Well, what those employees are doing things, and that's good. But like, what happens is if like you fire one of them for some reason, something happens, and you need to fire one of them, or that person just actually quits. That person quit. So what you do is how are you going to leverage like everything that was done? Like that person actually did things, like actually worked, but like what is left at the end of it? There is not much left, right? Like you're gonna have to take another person and train that person in order to basically go back from scratch again, right? So the people are like anyone, me even, like I am perishable. Like a system is not perishable. Like this is something that is going to stay. So if you have employees, what employees should do is not like being just focused on like just the production side. The production side is a consequence of the system. An employee is about iterating the system or creating or putting things in place so that the production keeps going. And that's something that I've seen a lot in multiple companies that didn't have that approach, and they were just like looking at employees as people that were just producing stuff and never creating systems or ways to leverage what they have done. Then those companies were like just quite frankly not really good at what they were doing. Like they were just bound to fail, quite frankly. When you look at what they were doing, you could tell like, well, they are just not really good. Like they're not producing a lot, and they have a lot of problems usually. So this is the difference between like people not being good enough and like just doing mediocre work, quite frankly, and actually like professionals. And so this is kind of like the idea behind like a system. This is very simple, but it requires some type of investment, and you need to understand that it is going to pay off. And one of the problem with that is we have a tendency to like underestimate how time works, because let's say you have that system here and this is like day 1. The problem is at day -1, if you iterate the system, it's probably not going to be very, very good compared to day -1, right? It's a small iteration. And then you have day +1. And again, you're going to be looking at the improvement based on like what you did yesterday. So it's always going to be very, very small iterations. So you're never going to feel like things are getting better in a substantial way. But this is accumulated progress for like over years and years. So it's going to be extremely efficient after, like, can you imagine after a year or 2 years or 3 years of like iterating over the same type of system, how good it is going to be? Well, that's the reason why like some people are able to do things it seems impossible for those people to do those things, right? And it's because it's not really them that did it. If you actually think about it, it's the system they've been working on for years and years and years. Like all of those years are leveraged into one thing that they are doing. In my case here, that could be one video where like you worked on the system of creating those videos for years and years and years. And it's like, oh my God, how can he create a video that fast, for example, or that well, or whatever that could be? And it's like, well, this is because you don't see all of the years that went into this system. It's all of that is hidden, and then the production is just a byproduct of the system, not what we are working on. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to be part of my contacts, again, you can click on the link in the description, and I regularly create new exclusive content for people like that, for people that are part of my contacts. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.